Hey, what's up guys, Crunchycook here and welcome on back to a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing banknotes. Finally, I've made the video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to showcase to you what this whole thing looks like and what you have to do to interact with the banknote. So basically, when you hold a banknote for the first time, you'll be well, currently the message on the piece of paper says nothing, and like if you want to have it say something like click to open to use the banknote, then you can do that, because that's how you do it. You have to click, you have to interact with the paper. So you click the button, boom. It was a little bit bugged because there was another NPC there, but yeah, and that is how it functions. It uses NPCs to to do the banknote, and that's how you make like clickable things. Like that's how you create clickable items. So if I hover over this item and then click, I just got 5,000. If you want to make this even smoother for yourself, when you click on the item, you can exit out instantly, so then you can see the little UI pop up saying that you got 4,000 cash or whatever. And yeah, it's very basic, very easy. If you want to do this in a multiplayer like setting, like, because that's mainly why you would want this, I'd suggest you use an ID system and multiple NPCs. Which the way that would work is you make an ID system, search it up anywhere on YouTube, Minecraft ID system for Minecraft Bedrock edition. Very basic, very easy, and create that. And once you've done that, you can basically implement that into your system. I'm not going to show you how to do that because this is more like a single player banknote if you want to use it as a single player banknote. But you would use multiple NPCs, and the way IDs work is each player has their own separate ID. And that would basically mean each separate player has their own NPC, and you would continue doing that for the entire entire 10 IDs. That's how it would work. Now currently I'm only using one NPC. Alright, so guys, let's go ahead and start with the NPC section of this entire banknote system. This first command is going to basically detect if you have paper in your hand, and if it does, it will TP the NPC banknote 1. Basically, like I said, the ID system, you can have banknote 2, banknote 3, banknote 4, different NPCs, like I said, and then it will TP to the player, and basically that will just TP the NPC to the player. Now we're gonna have a comparator coming out of this, and basically what this does is it will turn on every time or anytime it detects the paper being inside the player's hand. Now this command is detecting if the block underneath is a unpowered comparator, then it's going to run a TP command, which is going to TP the banknote 1 right above this command, and it will TP that NPC there forever until this until this comparator turns on, and then the NPC will no longer be TP'd constantly. The next section is to spawn the NPC in when you use the banknote, because you're killing the NPC after you use it. Now, this command is testing for if there is a banknote available, like the NPC, and if there is, then this will turn on. Currently there is, and if there isn't, this thing will detect that there's an unpowered comparator, which is this, and it will then power this one, and it will summon only one. If it was a chain command, it would constantly be spawning NPCs. You don't want that. The reason why we have this here is because we don't want infinite, we don't want a glitch happening where 2 NPCs get spawned in, because if you have a chain command, it has a chance of maybe spawning 2 depending on lag. It's happened before. I tried, yeah. And by the way, it is detecting for a data of 2 for the paper, and that just ensures that you can have normal paper in your hand and it won't affect the system. So if I have paper in my hand currently, no NPC is getting TP to me. I can click all I want, nothing happens. Anyways, but if I get this /give command, which gives me a stack of paper for data of 2, it will TP an NPC to me, which is super cool. And as you've seen, the NPC gets TP'd right away back to this little spot. these other commands right here is just adding the BN scoreboard. You're going to want this because it ensures that you can randomize and give your player random banknotes. If you want specific money banknotes, like if you want a banknote that gives the player 5,000 cash, you can do that. But this system that I'm doing is randomized money, so it's more like a random banknote, I guess, if you can say it like that. It's sort of like a crate key or a crates system, but you're using an item. This next thing is for the cash, and it's just ensuring players have 0 cash when they spawn in, so perfect. Now this last section right here is basically the randomized money section, and basically this is gonna detect if you have a banknote equals 1, and then it's gonna scoreboard players AS or add AS cash 1000, which will give you 1000 cash. That is what it does, and it's a /execute as AE. The reason why I'm doing as is because I have an experimental mode on. I'll leave a little image pop up right now. That's the experimental I have right now currently on, and this allows me to use the execute command in its full prime and everything like that. It may be a bit different for you guys if you're not using this experimental, but I would recommend you use this experimental. It's really handy to get you used to this new execute command. The next command is going to be a chain conditional always active, and it's the exact same starting section, except we're doing /title AS action bar, and you can do whatever you want. This is just giving the information to the player that they received their cash. I did a little plus and a 1000 cash symbol thing. The next is going to be a chain conditional always active, and it's going to be the exact same thing at the beginning. Each of these commands is going to have the exact same beginning to it, and then this one is just running the play sound, which is random.levelup AS, and then the next one is the exact same as I said, the starting point, and then it's going to reset your banknote to 0, which is going to allow you to not get spammed by this thing, because if you don't reset it, you're just going to keep getting like all this stuff. You're going to keep getting it constantly, and it will get really annoying, and you don't want that. And now these other ones is just a repeating process, except you're changing the numbers. With this one, you're changing the banknote to 2, and then 2000 cash, or whatever you want it to be. You just keep that, except changing the number to 2000, like you give 1000 or 2000 cash, as you see right there. And it's the same on these two. All of these are the same except the end, which this one is playing a random.levelup AS, and then we're gonna do squiggly line 200 0.5, which just plays a deeper sound for the level up sound effect. This last command is also resetting. Yeah. Now this final and last command is just essentially making your NPC invisible, and this is the command for it. Sorry, there is actually a little bit more to it. If you go to the NPC, this is your little NPC. You are going to have you're going to want this to be your little command. You can pause the video right now, copy this all down, and you can change the scoreboard. As you see, I have BN 1 to 5. You can also change the numbers. You can have 1 to 15, 1 to 20, whatever you want. You can even have 5 to 20, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And then you're killing AS, which is the NPC. And the reason why you're killing the NPC is because you want to close the little screen that pops up, and that is how you do it. Now, I don't know if I showed this in the video, but this is a structure block which summons the banknote NPC, and it summons it right here. Now, the way you want to do this is you're going to want to summon an NPC into a structure block like this. You're also going to want to enable an experimental, whatever experimental it is. As I said, the execute command is pretty handy. And now you have an NPC in here. You can do, as I said, you can change the name. I'd do this, that. Boom. It's an invisible name. Perfect. Next thing you're going to want to do is, as I said, click the on enter button. So this basically means when you click on this NPC, it will basically execute any command that's inside of this area for the NPC. And yeah, that is basically it for the entire section of this tutorial. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like and subscribe because it means the world to me. We are actually so close to 800 subs, and it's actually crazy. I'm probably not gonna do anything for the 800 sub for an 800 sub video, but I'll probably do one for maybe my 900th and my 1000. I'll definitely be doing something insane for that. And so yeah, make sure to subscribe. I also host giveaways, and you can get to know when I host for Faded PvP on my Discord, link down below. I also have a Twitter, by the way. You can check that in the description. All my socials, yep. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
I can take you higher.